Hey, first and foremost, I want to give a strong call hello to Yahweh. By Shema Mashiach, woman like Yahweh Shah. And our people is bugged out here, man. Oh, you good, King? Our people is bugged out here, man. You got a people on all types of men of folly and wickedness. Right. The brother, he said he was in Islam. He's smoking a whole bogey. That's haram according to your Quran. Right. You're defiling yourself. It's nasty and you a liar. Right? Hey, yo, brother. Nah, brother, you got to come around. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you got 2 minutes. What's the nationality? You see that? Let me get Isaiah 65 and 1. Real quick.
Come on, bring it out.
I don't even think this is going. Oh, it's working a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
I am salt of them that ask not for me.
He said what?
I am salt of them that ask not for me.
Because those that don't ask, these damn heathens, we're salt after the heathens will come and listen all day long. Right. They'll be sitting around like, oh, what is this about? Bunch of Negroes together, what is this about? But it be our own people, man. Hey, yo, brother, you got 2 minutes real quick. You and your shorty. You see that? But if it was a white man up here, they'll be listening. Right. They'll be listening like, oh, I got you, man. So I'm here with it. I'm right here with you. That's madness. Go ahead.
I am found of them that sought me not.
Go ahead.
I said, behold me,
right,
unto a nation that was not called by my name.
Right.
I have spread out my hand all the day unto a rebellious people.
Unto a who?
Unto a rebellious people.
Because who's more rebellious than our people, man? The only thing we're trying to do is show our people the truth of the Bible, man. You understand? Hey, y'all, Finley, hey, come talk to me for 2 minutes. Talk to your brother for 2 minutes. We're talking about Bible. We're talking about history. Right. The same Bible that y'all claim that y'all may follow. I want to show y'all things in there, man. You understand the revelation thereof. Because if you go to church, Sunday, Saturday, school, whatever, they're not teaching you the Bible, man.
That's right.
They're teaching you how to exalt your voice and praise dance. Right. But they're not showing you the Bible, thus saith the Lord.
Right.
There's a problem with that, man. If y'all don't know who the Israelites are today, then please do that. Right. A lot of y'all say y'all are Christians. The Christians that you read about in the New Testament were all Israelites.
That's right.
So if we get into the basis of everything, let's go to the truth thereof, man.
Right.
Right? How you doing, King?
What's going on, King?
Word. What's your name, bro?
Ricardo.
You said Ricardo?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so look, my name is Art. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. I'm gonna just ask you a quick question. You believe in the Bible? Yes, like wholeheartedly. Alright, bet. Because let me show you something real quick. Let me get, the brother brought it out earlier, it was beautiful. Let me get Revelation 1 and 3. I want to show you something because the main thing about our people is the lack of understanding. You understand? The lack of study. You understand? Let me get Isaiah 5 and 20. Okay, Cant, go ahead.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
Blessed is he that readeth.
It said what?
Blessed is he that readeth.
It said blessed is he that readeth. But right, they try to say, and I'm going to put you in perspective, they try to say that the Bible is the white man's book, right? Like I said, I'm going to put this in perspective. If the Bible is the white man's book, and the book of Revelation says, blessed is he that readeth, why wouldn't they allow us to read? You understand? If it was solely on them. Because we can allow a white man to read this, and it ain't nothing good for him. It's not. Every time you go in here, it's always something negative, disgusting. It's talking about their destruction. Talking about the pillaging that they did. You understand? But when it comes to us and our history, when we go into it, because I'm going to go into it, there are some dark things, but then there's blessings that come for our people. Right? Go ahead.
Blessed is he that readeth,
right?
And they that hear the words of this prophecy.
Right? Because this is all about prophecy. Most people don't know about prophecy. Prophecy is something that is foretold and it comes to pass, right? So, read that real quick.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 7 and verse number 6.
Bring it out.
For they have made ready their heart, like an oven, whiles their life in wait. Their banker sleepeth all the night.
You might have to jump up just a little bit. Actually, just get that one. Yeah, it was something in the 7th chapter I want, but that wasn't it.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Which is true. Our people, they swear they black, a color out of a crayon. If you call yourself a color out of a Crayola crayon box, there's no depth within you. You're not deep. You can't be like, yo, I'm deep as hell. You're not. Because you're at a surface level of understanding. You understand? These white people, they say, oh, may I ask you a question? What's your nationality? Where are you from? They probably Romanian. You understand? They'll say, oh, I'm Greek. I'm this, that, and the third. But when it comes to Africa, oh, black, that's it. You understand? Now, our people say, oh, we're Moors. Where do the Moors come from? Tell me about that then. You understand? But even the Moors, they don't talk about a nation that they come from. You understand? There's no kingdom called, no ancient kingdom called Moor.
Your flavor?
There's no ancient civilization called Moor.
Right.
You understand? But our people, they try to find the understanding, but it's the lack thereof that destroys our people. You understand? So let me show you about prophecy.
Come on, bring it up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, 68. There was another one I was thinking about. Let me get 2nd Ezra 1 and verse 5. Yeah, hold that. He's going to get 2nd Ezra 1 and 5 real quick. Because you know about the Israelites as far as their history? Of course, right? So, well, I'll ask this. Who are the Israelites today? Okay. Let me see that.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 1 and verse number 5.
Bring it up.
Go thy way,
Right?
and show my people their sinful deeds.
Because the Israelites, even though they were the chosen people,
Right.
you understand, they had sinful deeds that they was holding on to.
Right.
There was a sinful nation. Go ahead.
And their children, their wickedness.
And we got to show the children their wickedness. Why? Because it wasn't just the older generation, the elders and the men.
Right.
It was the children that was wicked as hell too.
Right.
Go ahead.
Which they have done against me,
Right?
that they may tell their children,
Right.
their children's children,
Right?
because the sin of their fathers are increasing them.
Because the sins of their father increasing them. And you see that in today's society. The only reason why you got our men pimping out our sisters like that is because the older generation told them.
Right.
They showed them how.
Right.
You understand? When is it coming into the young boys, they slinging dope, scamming, XYZ?
Right.
It's because the old heads back then
Yeah.
that was on that type of time, they was increasing the wickedness within their children.
Good point.
Now they're growing up and getting more crafty than them. You understand? That's why they like, yo, I don't see how these young boys is this crazy right now. It's because over time the wickedness started increasing. The more and more. Exactly, as they're getting older. It's not happening to nobody else. You feel what I'm saying? No other demographic of people is that happening to, other than the blacks and Latinos. Right? Let me get that.
Yeah,
Facts.
brother, listen.
Isaiah.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12.
Bring it in.
As for my
Bring it
people,
up.
children are their oppressed.
He said what?
Children are their oppressed.
Because who's really out here running the streets, shooting shit down and all that? It's the young boys, the children, huh? It said the children are their oppressors. You have an old head, they're scared to even walk a certain block
Right.
because the young kids in the generation,
That's true.
they pressing the old head.
That's true.
Yo, what block you from?
That's
Yo,
crazy.
OG wasn't even in the, you know what I'm saying? OG wasn't even in the mix. And he's like, yo, why you wearing that hat? You know what I'm saying? Trying to grip something. Like, come on, that's crazy. Go ahead.
As for my people, children are their oppressors,
Right.
and women rule over them.
And what?
And women rule over them.
This society is very, very, what's it called? Implanted on our women. It's a woman, I'll say a black woman favor is of the government. You understand? So on some real shit, the women are now ruling over our men. Because a lot of our men, they'll sit down and be submissive as hell. And you got other men that's like, oh, you know what, baby, yeah, that's right, you do what you do. Hell no. What the hell, because then she go and just freak over somebody else, now you mad. But she like, babe, you told me to do what I want to do. You understand? There's no cap on it. And it says the women rule over them. What people is that? You don't see the Chinese women ruling over the Chinese men. Crazy. You don't see an East Indian woman raising her hand against a East Indian man. But you have the so-called black and Latino household where there's trying to be two kings on one throne. That doesn't make no damn sense. Because when you go into a kingdom, somebody got to submit.
That's right.
Right? There can be two kings in our household. They're going to go at war. And that's what? In our households now. Exactly.
Yeah.
And who do you think implemented that war on our women? The system. Who's the system controlled by? Easy.
That's right.
Easy. It's that easy to put it together.
Right.
But like I said before, it's the lack of knowledge, man.
Right,
you
right.
understand? our women don't even know their empowerment came from a white woman. During, I believe it was the era of World War II, when Rosie the Riveter, when they said talking about so we can do it too. What? Our women at the time was in the fields with dresses on, with shame face, still under subjection to their husbands in a respectable manner, and still doing that in dresses. But then when you get to the factories, oh, we're gonna be like them, and now you putting on pins, now you and be equal as men. That was never our women's mindset. And as a man, our mindset wasn't just, oh yeah, let her do what she do, this, that, and the third. We were supposed to be kings. We're supposed to be moving in a manner that's what's it called? That's acceptable to rule a kingdom.
That's right.
You understand? Let me get, and I said Deuteronomy 28, right? Cant. Let me get verse 54 real quick, because now I'm gonna show you about the men.
Bring it out.
Yeah, verse 54.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is tender among you,
Right, because our men used to be tender amongst each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Used to be cool.
Right.
I used to be able to go over to my neighbor and be like, yo, bro, like you got some sugar, like I ain't
Yo.
know I'm lacking over here. We used to be able to do that.
Right.
Go ahead.
and very delicate. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
Now, this certain group of people of Israelites is gonna have an evil eye towards their own brothers. So now you you see a knock on the door, it's more so like, yo, bro, like,
Yeah.
exactly. Instead of what you need, bro, like, yo, what you want? Like, what you at my door for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, there was it was probably like 6-7 years ago, up in Jersey. It's a place called Asbury. Super crazy out there. Bro, somebody got shot 2 o'clock in the morning. The dude, he was still alive. He was a young boy too. He's probably like 16, 17, got shot. He crawled all the way up to somebody's doorstep, knocking on the door. The person looked out the door, closed the door, and let him bleed out on their porch. Didn't call the ambulance, didn't do shit. Let him bleed out on the porch, then didn't want to get involved. That's crazy. You're accessory to the death of your own brother because you didn't even help.
Right.
That's the evil eye that is talking about towards our own brothers.
Right.
Go ahead.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And towards the wife of his bosom. How does that men treat our women? Crazy. We be treating them wild. Bro, because like our men in the music videos and all that.
Right.
You're not about to have them Becky them in the music video. You're not. You're not gonna have them Becky twerking in the music video with her elongated back. You know what I'm saying? You're not. Like she gonna be just shaking back. She ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing over there. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get one of our women. You understand? When it talks about, oh, you think Cardi B, her audience is white women? You think Megan Thee Stallion, her audience is white women? You understand? Who's the white women influence Adele? Taylor Swift. They're not talking about the same shit as, they're talking about being wonderful singers, entrepreneurs, housewives. But then our society, we got the whole opposite, a whole clusterfuck. Keep going.
And toward the remnant of his children,
Right?
which he shall leave.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall leave.
Who's known for leaving the household? Well, as far as
Y'all got some time
you said
for this
leaving the household. Well, leaving
Y'all
the
got some
children.
time
My
for this?
bad.
Children, yeah, they say
They do it too. Jump up to verse 56. I'm gonna show you. That's also in the Bible. Prophecy you find here. That's how you know it gotta be true if you seeing shit that's happening today. You go into any other source of document or so-called religion, because this ain't religion. We teaching culture. That didn't happen to everybody, because this is culture based. Go ahead.
Verse 56,
Right?
the tender and delicate woman among you,
So our women used to be tender and delicate. They used to be all, you know, dainty. You know what I'm saying? Royalty. Go ahead.
which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
Right? She said she didn't even want to set the sole of her foot on the ground. She didn't even want to touch the ground. And I be talking about it all the time. What did Lil Wayne say? He said, I walk light so I don't piss the ground on. Our women just was dainty as hell, man. You understand? Go ahead.
For delicateness and tenderness.
Because she was so tender and delicate, she didn't even want to walk too hard. She didn't want to touch on this part of the ground. Our women now, they stomping all crazy, stomping through the crib. They all, you know what I'm saying, out in them, not flamboyant, that's for the rich flippers. I'm talking about, like, they just ratchet. So-called ratchet. Yeah, exactly. It's wrong. Exactly, kid. Go ahead.
Her eyes shall be evil toward her husband.
What's happening today? Evil eyes towards their husband. Go ahead.
And toward her son. And toward her daughter.
How is she evil towards her son and her daughter? Just like you said, yeah, leaving, but also saying what? Oh yeah, your daddy ain't shit. And then looking at the son, don't be like nothing like your daddy. And then what happens? The son grow up, oh, I don't want to be like daddy. Exactly. So now there's friction in the household, but then on top of that, this is also how crafty it is. You show your son the so-called demonic side, and you showing him all these negative things pertaining to a man. He's gonna be scared to be a man. So now who's he gonna look up to? Women. Mom Deuce. Look up to Mom Deuce. He gonna start talking how she talk, move how she do it. Then she gonna look at him. Mom, I don't want to be like that. I want to be a man no more.
Damn.
And what the woman say? Oh, it's okay, baby. I got it. Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right.
Shit. Let a father come in the mix. Then what? Hell no, bro. Try to have somebody to play with these trucks. I ain't playing with you. Right, go ahead.
And toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet.
And it said even the young one that come out between her feet.
Right.
What is our women propagating for today? Pro-life versus pro-choice. And most of our women are what? That you see portrayed. They're pro-choice. Oh, it's my body, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. You're having a hateful eye towards even the child that comes between your legs.
Right.
That's a prophecy in the Bible.
Even if it's as far as a man, you can't speak upon my body because you're not a woman.
Facts.
Right.
But at the same token, you're not going to tell the ground that, because put it in perspective, you're not going to tell the ground, or the ground can't tell you, oh, take this seed out of me. You got to do it. Because you're the one that placed the seed within there. That's your life source that you put in there. They're what you call, you know what I'm saying, the keeper of. You understand, the keeper of. That's why
I can't speak on your body, but I can impregnate you with a seed.
Right.
And I can lead and provide for you, but I can't speak on your body.
Right, exactly. But you speak on her body if you pay for her bills. That's speaking for her body. Because her body is living under that household with the bill.
Right.
So you are speaking for her body. Paying for her food, you're speaking for her body. Because her body is hungry. You're providing the food that
Good point. Come on.
So yes, you're not pro-choice. You're pro-life, because if you are pro-choice, you'll be like, no, I'm a selfie.
Right.
Hell no. Nobody's that dumb. You understand? But as you see, it's situational. That's the problem. They put stipulations and barriers and borders and things of that nature around it. Right? Now, this is talking about the Israelites. Who does that sound like today?
Alright.
Exactly. Easy. There is no getting around it. This is plain as day, bro. You understand? But the fact is, our people don't want to listen. Our people don't want to hear. They're stiff-necked and hard-headed as hell.
Right.
So do you know what it means to be an Israelite? Say less.
Bring it up.
Let me get 1 Chronicles 16 and 13. Whoever get it. I'm telling you, man. Let me get 2 Samuel 7 and 24. You got 1 Chronicles 16?
That's kind of 16
There's a book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 16 and verse 13. O ye seed of Israel.
He said what?
O ye seed of Israel.
Go ahead.
His servant.
Right?
Ye children of Jacob, his chosen
He
ones.
said what?
Ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones.
He said, ye seed of Jacob, his chosen ones. So the chosen ones of the Most High God were the Israelites. Let me get that. 2 Samuel 7 and 24.
This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 7 and verse 24.
Right?
For thou hast confirmed to thyself,
Right?
thy people Israel,
He said what?
thy people
Go
Israel,
ahead.
to be a people unto thee forever.
Right?
And thou,
No, you good.
and thou, Lord, art become their God.
And become who?
Their God.
And he said the Most High God has become their God. Do you think the Israelites were the only people on the earth at that time? No. But he said the Lord became your God.
That's right.
That's deep.
That's right.
So when they talk about, oh, the God that made this, that, and the third,
Right.
that just said that God pertained to who? The Israelites. Let me get Joel 2 and 27.
Come on, bring it up.
I'm going to show you the purpose of what it means to be an Israelite. Because a lot of our people look at, they'll say, oh yeah, I'm a king. How do you know that? How do you know? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I mean, we do this, but how do you know you're a king? You gotta define that. You understand? Before you just say it. Nobody can just say, oh, I'm an RN, but don't know what an RN does. You understand? I'm a professor, but don't know how to teach shit. You understand? You gotta know what you're labeling yourself. You understand? That's why somebody be like, oh, you're black. That's derogatory. That's derogatory. Because when they say, if a black cat crosses the street, then what? Bad luck. And then when you talk about what happened over in Europe, the Black Plague. Bad luck. Bad shit. Everything is circulated around that.
That's right, that's right.
But they say, oh, right, when you see a black crow, you see what? Death.
Right.
The Grim Reaper is in all what? Black.
Right,
So why identify yourself as black?
Exactly.
Right.
But then, think about this, right? When you see white, white is a symbol of what?
White.
You got the white dove.
White dove.
Right? You got the white sheep, the lamb. One of the most gentle creatures on the earth.
Right.
You understand? You have, like you said, it's just purity.
Right.
White. When you think of, when people say, oh, I saw a bright light in heaven, they see a white light. Right. You know what I'm saying? Purity.
Go ahead,
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27.
Right.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
Nah, everybody.
In the midst of
He
Israel.
said, I am in the midst of Israel. The Most High God, go ahead.
And that I am the Lord your God.
Go ahead.
And none else.
And what?
And none else.
He said, and none else. He said, I'm the Lord your God and none else. So I'm going to ask you a question real quick. We're God's chosen people. But we at the top or the bottom right now?
Bottom?
The bottom. Why are we at the bottom?
Good question.
Really because of choice.
I like that. I like that. Because that's not wrong. I'm going to show you why. You got it. Actually, you at Amos. You're right close to Amos. Get 3 and 1.
Come on, bring it up.
Good. That's a good ass answer. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Bring it up.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Oh, what?
O children of Israel.
Go ahead.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known.
Not everybody.
You only have I known.
Now, the Egyptians, he said, brought us up out of the land of Egypt. Egyptians were in Egypt. But he said, you only have I known from that land. Not the Egyptians, not the little Nuwabians and all that. No, he said, you Israelites have I known. No, you good. Just want to finish up on that real quick.
Therefore will I punish you for all your iniquity.
From what?
From all your iniquity.
So he said, therefore I'm going to punish you for all your iniquity, your sins.
Right.
Huh? Right, because
right.
we sinned against the Most High God. And I know you wanted to get that. You can grab it real quick, King.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Because at the end of the day, the Most High God redeemed us from Egypt, which is the house of bondage, the house of our servitude. And redeemed us and gave us certain laws and commandments. You understand? So he said, let me get Deuteronomy 11 and 26 real quick. Because he said, look, I'm going to give you 2 choices. Because you said it's a choice. And I agree fully. It was a choice. But we're going to see what did our people choose. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse.
He said what?
A blessing and a curse.
Go ahead.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
So he said a blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord. That's easy. He said, okay, look, I'm going to set before you today a blessing or a curse. A blessing if you obey me. Go ahead.
Which I command you this day. And a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, to go after other gods.
To do what?
To go after other gods.
To go after other gods. He said, look, I will curse you if you go contrary and start to walk after other gods. Our people don't even know. When you make money your forefront, that just turned into your God. You're worshiping that more than the person that created it. Because money isn't backed by anything. You understand? It's not backed by anything. right? It used to be backed by gold, but it's not anymore. You want? It's literally
losing its value, whatever value
that they think it has. Exactly.
Right.
You understand? The only value that it has is having a so-called digital marker that traces it. You understand? Other than that, it's useless. There's nothing for it. When you walk after a lot of our people, they like to be like, oh, well, the white man is standing there. Now you just made the white man your God.
Right.
When you start worshiping Christianity, you made another white man your God. This is not what Christ looked like. So you just idolize another person. You understand? Like, it's so easy to fall from that, and we did. Right? Let me get that.
Joshua chapter 24.
You gotta leave soon? This will be the last one real quick.
Joshua 24 and 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord,
So if it seems evil to serve the Lord, go ahead.
choose you this day whom ye will serve.
Right?
Whether the gods which your fathers served,
Right?
that were on the other side of the flood,
Right?
or the gods of the Amorites.
So he said, choose you this day who you're going to serve. You're going to serve these guys that's going to destroy you, or these guys over here that's going to destroy you too. Go ahead.
In whose land ye dwell. But as for me,
He said, what?
but as for me,
Go ahead.
in my house, we will serve the Lord.
He said, what?
We will serve the Lord.
He said, look, you could serve damn Shiva and sit over there with the damn East Indians. You want to put a dot on your head? You want to serve over there? Or you want to be under the white man's ass selling their Christianity that puts you into slavery.
Right.
Me, I'm a certain Most High God. I'm trying to teach our people how to be men in these last days.
That's right.
Age don't mean that you're a man.
Right, right.
And that's the point that we're trying to get across over here. It's just a lot of grown boys, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes.
Oh wait, hold that. I want that first.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes.
Hey yo, King. I know y'all on the clock and all that. Y'all got 2 seconds.
Man, we gotta go. Gotta make a call right there, bro.
Alright, man. Alright, y'all Israelites more than likely according to the Bible. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 6. For as the crackling of thorns under a pot,
Real quick. You're not even doing nothing, man. Like, what in the world, man? He said, yo, I said 2 seconds of your time to learn how to be a man. And he just spent 10 seconds just looking. Yeah, damn window shopping for chicks you're not getting. That's weird as hell, bro. That's weird as hell. You just went, instead of finding out your nationality, instead of finding out how it means to be a king,
Right.
to move like a king,
Right.
you window shop for booty you not getting. That's off as hell, man. And he gotta repent, man.
Right.
He gotta repent. That's off, yo. Let me get that, man. That's off. Come on, man.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 6.
Bring it out.
For as the crackling of thorns under a pot,
Right?
so is the laughter of the fool.
He said, even what?
So is the laughter of the fool.
Because a lot of our people, they be thinking shit sweet out here, damn, laughing and giggling.
Right.
That's like the crackling of a thorn. That's just irritating as hell. The Lord, He's not banging with it. The Lord gonna destroy you in your laughter because you think shit's sweet. You think shit cool as hell. You think everything funny. The Lord's gonna kill you. Like just plain upon table. Right? There was more than that, I believe. Just a little bit. And then I'll get that.
This also is vanity.
He said what?
This also is vanity.
It is vanity. It's vain as hell.
Right.
Hey sister, look up that joint on there, alright? Did you actually listen to the brothers? Dang. Alright, well sister, you gotta give me 2 minutes, man. That's low.
1 minute.
Yeah, listen. I thought, man, listen. Let me get that real quick. That's off as hell.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 16, verse 11.
Bring it out.
And if there be one stiff neck among the people.
They said what?
If there be one stiff neck among the people.
They said be one stiff neck among the people.
Right.
Right?
It is marvel if he escape punishment.
It said it is marvel if he escapes punishment, man. If one stiff neck damn Jake or whatever, or Eve or sister or whatever, you understand, escape punishment for her stiff neckness, it is marvel that. It's like, damn, the Lord didn't kill him.
Yeah, for real, no lie.
That was wicked as hell, the Lord didn't just kill him. That's marvel. Go ahead.
For mercy and wrath are with him.
Because we understand at that point, damn, work. They said mercy and wrath is with him.
That's right.
I'm going to show you the depth of that. Keep going. Let me get.
He is mighty to forgive.
He said what?
He is mighty to
Let
forgive.
me get Ecclesiastes.
And to pour out this pleasure.
Right?
As his mercy is great,
Right?
so is his correction also.
So is his what?
And so is his correction also.
He said, and so is his correction also. He said, it is marvel when the unpunished is not destroyed, man. You understand? Hey, yo, bro, now with the Georgia hat, I can talk to you for 2 minutes. All praises, man. What's your nationality?
Black.
He said black. All right, so look, I'm gonna peep game to you, right? Like, cause I know you probably got somewhere to go. I ain't gonna hold you for some more. All right. So you said black, right? Now, is there a land called black, or a language called Blackanese? Right. So does that terminology hold any weight? Ah, right. So what we're showing our people is the history behind where our people actually come from. Our people say, oh, we're from Africa. Okay, where? What country? It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Our people say, oh, we're the original people. You can say that, but you know what I'm saying? Where's the proof to back that up? You understand? You believe in the Bible? That's the first question.
Not sure.
You said not sure. I like that. I'm okay with that answer. I'm gonna be honest, I'm okay with that. Because a lot of our people are growing up with the ideology of Christianity. Ideology of this right here. You understand? Now, do you know what Christ looked like according to the Bible?
Hair made like wool.
Like wool, things of that nature.
Skin of bronze.
Right. So I'm gonna tell you right now.
I don't know who that is.
Right. We know who it is, but in the spirit, we don't know who this. We don't know who this is neither. This man weird. He a weirdo. He an old pedophile. We don't know who he is.
That's right.
Right. Let me get Revelation 1:14. What's good, King? Hey, chop it up with me for 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes. That's
1 minute.
You feel what I'm saying? 120 seconds. You ain't got that. You can put me on a stopwatch. See that?
Yeah. At least do that.
And he's still gonna call himself black, but we're gonna show you something. Let me get Acts 21 and 38 real quick. Anybody that grabs it. And let me get Exodus 4:4. Anybody can grab it. I don't care. Let me get Revelation.
This is the book of Revelation.
Let's start at verse 14.
Chapter 1 and verse 14.
Bring it up.
His head and his hair were white like wool,
Just like the brother said, go ahead.
as white as snow,
Okay, keep going.
and his eyes were a flame of fire,
Alright.
and his feet like unto fine brass,
If you say he was brown, I agree. Go ahead.
as if they burned in a furnace.
You know when kids be making jokes, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you so black, you look like under the bed or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He said he was so black and looked as if he was burned in the furnace. That's dark. That's a dark-skinned man right there with white woolly hair and red eyes.
Right.
But they say, oh, Christ is a Jew. Okay, we agree. So if he's a Jew, black man, white woolly hair, what was his cousin looking like? What's his mom's looking like? Auntie's looking like? Let me show you something. What color were the Egyptians? Like the ancient Egyptians, what color were they?
Old Kingdom, I've heard it was black.
They were black. That's fact. They were black.
Right.
They were melanin. Exactly. The whole kingdom. It was black people. Who got Acts? 21 and 38. Let me show you something. Another Israelite. Go ahead.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 21 and verse 38. Are not thou that Egyptian?
He said, actually, read verse 37.
Verse 37. And as Paul was led to be into the castle.
Now, Christians talk about Paul all the time.
Right.
Paul was an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin.
Right.
Go ahead.
He said unto the chief captain,
Right.
May I speak unto thee? Who said, Canst thou speak Greek?
So this was an Israelite going up to them and saying, look, I can speak to him. Because he knew Greek. Our people know other languages and stuff, but they were surprised, like, yo, you speak Greek? Keep going.
Art not thou that Egyptian?
So why would they confuse Paul as being an Egyptian? What's the other reasoning behind why they were mistaking him as an Egyptian?
Good question.
What color was Paul?
Right.
Was he white and they mistaken him as an Egyptian? No. He had to be melanated.
Right.
So we're reading about the Bible that they try to talk about as, oh, it's folly, it's folk tale, it's fairy tales and stuff like that.
Right.
But we're literally reading in historic figures of times that we can actually look at and see that, okay, they were the same colors as the Egyptians.
Right.
So how much more valid is this for real? You understand? Let me just get to the point. Let me get Deuteronomy. Because I was going to go into Moses. Moses, his hand became white and became his other flesh again. Right. How do you become white if you was already white?
Right.
Right. Good
Makes
question.
no damn sense. You said what? That makes sense though. How do you, if he became leprous, how was he white beforehand and became white again? That makes no damn sense. And it said he returned to his other flesh. So he became back white after turning white from being white. What the hell? Read that. 28 and 68. This will be the last thing I'll show you.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the history of the Israelites, what they were doing in Egypt, they were slaves. They were in bondage. They was in servitude. You understand? So he said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt or slavery again. It's slang talk. Go ahead.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Who went into slavery on ships? In all of history. It don't matter what history you look at. Did the white people go into slavery on ships? Chinese? East Indian? No. But it was our people, so-called blacks, they were in slavery on slave ships. But keep going, there's more on that.
By the way whereof
Right?
I speak unto thee, that thou shalt see it no more again.
Keep going.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So, what nation of people were put into slavery on slave ships and then after that sold unto another people?
Good question. One more time.
No, I got you. So he said, read that last part. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. So he said, after you just got off the slave ship from being in slavery, you're going to be sold unto another people. What did that happen to you?
Right.
So why is this matching up to historical facts in today's time?
Right.
It's the same thing that you see in your great-grandma's rocking chair, just collecting cobwebs and dust.
Right.
You understand? What do they say? Why did they stop our people from reading the Bible?
Right.
If it was really folktale and all this other stuff, why would they kill us for reading? It's because when you actually have somebody with understanding that knew the history and things of that nature, they're going to uncover certain things within you. That, okay, this sounds like our people, but these people were called Israelites, who were also known as God's chosen people. You understand? So that's what we're showing based on, of course, biblical history, but also in actual secular history that we can see in today's time, that the so-called blacks and Latinos are God's chosen people, according to, like I said, biblical history, secular archaeology, and prophecy.
Right.
You understand? Nobody else can compare to that, right? You heard about the Clotilda over in Alabama. It was a slave ship that they had illegally did, because what is it called? The process of taking a slave from the African coast over to America, it was banned during that time. I was just watching the documentary. Somebody did it illegally and brought more of our people over here. And predominantly they came from the homeless. I pray I'm saying that right. But that entire western coast of Africa had our people there, the Israelites, because they fled from the Romans. This is all history that you can look up online and in books. But they say if you want to hide anything from a nigga, where you gonna put it? You hide anything from a nigga, you gonna put it in the book. That's what they say, man. That's deep. Alright, what's your name again? Sergio? My name is Jahar. And like I said, you would more than likely be an Israelite according to the Bible. God chose the people. Alright. You understand?
I like to hear people out and learn something. I learned
Oh wait, did you get a flyer already or not? Hey, get my man connected, man. Get my brother connected. Okay, all praise to the Most High, man. All praise. You understand? And that's what we out here to do, man. We out here to wake our people up, man.
That's right.
Like those that have an ear. Hey, the Lord said, hey, my sheep is going to hear my voice.
That's right.
That's all we out here for.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all we doing out here.
That's right.
I know y'all two brothers got a flyer and all that. You know what I'm saying? Whenever y'all get time, talk to us. Right. Talk to the brother that's down the block.
Right.
Talk to the brother that's over on the other side at 5 Points. Come holler at us, man.
That's right.
Real talk. We here for yours.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh wait, what was I? Let me get Sirach 15 again. Real, that's a mighty thing. 15 and 7. And let me get, I told you the whole Ecclesiastes. You still got it? 7, 8 and 11. Read that one more time. 15. Yeah, 15 and 7. You good? You got it?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 15 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
But foolish men
Right.
shall not attain unto her,
Right?
and sinners shall not see her.
Keep going.
For she is far from pride.
It said what?
For she is far from pride.
And that's the main part of our people. They're far from pride. And what was the precept before?
That was 16 and 11.
That was freak out.
Yeah, freak out. Yeah.
Yeah, Cant. Let me get that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 16, verse 11. And if there be one stiff neck among the people,
Right?
it is marvel,
Right?
if he escape unpunishment.
Because this is what the Lord said in Ecclesiastes 8. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11.
ahead.
Because sentence against evil, against an evil
Right.
work is not as.
Are you good?
Hold on, right? Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
So just because evil against a certain work isn't executed speedily, go ahead.
Therefore, the heart of sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
So it said it is fully set in them to do evil. That's what happens when you got a foolish ass man that doesn't get reproved or corrected at that time. But the Lord, he already said, look, that's either going to be for mercy or for greater correction. Now that correction could be just straight destruction, or it could be to sign that brother to have much experience, man, in his walk that he had. That's why it said also in Sirach the 16th chapter, Sirach the 16th chapter, that it's about the mercy of the Most High God, man. And that's all we ask for in these last days, man.
That's
mercy
right.
upon our people that don't know no damn better. But they can know some damn better if they come up and listen to the brothers.
Right.
When they come out and actually show forth their righteous acts and things of that nature. Because our people, they always talk about wanting to get out of the hood and XYZ, but they're not doing nothing to further that, man. They talk about, oh, we need to stop killing each other. What are you doing to push that forward? Y'all not doing nothing but talking. That's lip service, man. You understand? Let me get Sirach chapter 36. You can grab that book. Sirach 36 and start at verse 7. And then read all the way down to 11.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 36, and verse 6. Verse 7. Raise up indignation.
He said what?
Raise up indignation.
He said raise up indignation, man. That's death and destruction. You so-called blacks and Latinos and Native and Seminole Indians, if you don't repent, the Lord is going to kill you straight like that, man.
Right.
If you ain't Christianity, you ain't Catholicism, you want to be a Seventh-day Adventist, the Lord is going to kill you. If you're cool out here, the Lord is going to kill you. Go ahead.
And pour out wrath.
He said what?
And pour out wrath.
Go ahead.
Take away the adversary.
He said what?
Take away the adversary.
And all the adversary of our people, all these other nations, go ahead.
And destroy the enemy.
And what?
And destroy the enemy.
We're not asking for no kumbaya from the enemy. We're not asking for no reparational services that they're still 500 years late for. You think they're gonna give us to that now? Because y'all gotta understand, they're not gonna give y'all that because that's gonna bring forth the what? Them accepting what they did was wrong. That's accountability.
Right.
They're not gonna give it to you because then that's proving like, okay, we did y'all wrong. That's why they gave what? The Chinese people their reparations. Because they acknowledged, okay, y'all were done wrong. When they gave the Jewish men their reparations and still giving it to them, y'all were done wrong. So the accountability isn't held on them to give us ours because they don't feel that they did anything wrong. That's why we're asking for the destruction of our enemies, man. Go ahead.
Make the time short.
He said what?
Make the time short.
And as you see, it's mad quick coming out here. Go ahead.
Remember the covenant.
He said what?
And remember the covenant.
And we're asking our people to remember the covenant, man. Love your brothers. Our sisters need to damn act right, man. Now stop trying to be two kings in one household. Somebody got to be in subjection. And if you a man, you damn sure better not be in subjection. Because we going to get on your goofy ass. Go ahead.
And let them declare thy wonderful work.
Go ahead.
Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire.
Go ahead.
And let them perish that oppress the people.
And what?
And let them perish who oppress the people.
And we're asking that those that oppress our people, that y'all die utterly.
That's
Y'all die badly, man.
Right.
I'm trying to see y'all damn eyeballs roll to the back.
Bring it out.
That's right. Falling through your mouth, down your esophagus, down through the spleen, right out your eyes, man. You understand? We trying to see that. Right? Go ahead.
Smite asunder the hands of the rulers of the heathen.
He said, and smite asunder. This ain't no sweet talk, man. He says, smite asunder the heads of the heathen. Have their damn heads rolling around and our kids playing soccer with it. Go ahead.
That say, there is none other but we.
Go ahead.
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together.
Do what?
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together.
What are we doing?
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together.
Go ahead.
And inherit thou them as from the beginning.
And with that, all praise to the Most High. Come here,